To regrow his severed arm, Dr. Connors fused a lizard's regenerative factor with human DNA. After countless experiments, he finally developed a serum. Connors then injected the serum into his own body, enduring the excruciating pain. Not long after, he passed out. When Connors finally woke up, he discovered that the right arm he had lost years ago was covered in a thick, cocoon-like shell. He couldn't wait any longer. He tore the shell open, and somehow, a brand new arm had actually grown back. Connors immediately contacted an executive at Oscorp, but before he could finish speaking, a splitting headache suddenly hit him. That's when he realized the serum was still unstable. It wasn't safe for human use yet. Connors immediately hailed a taxi. He had to get the serum back from the executive before something terrible happened. By then, Connors' skin had already turned into green, scaly tissue. His entire body was quietly undergoing a terrifying transformation. Meanwhile, Peter finally gathered the courage to tell Gwen that he was Spider-Man. But just as he was about to confess, a news broadcast reported an unknown creature near the bridge. At the same time, the Oscorp executive was sitting in his car on the bridge. Before he could even react, the entire bridge descended into chaos. Passengers jumped out of their cars and ran for their lives. By then, Connors had fully transformed. He crawled up from beneath the bridge. The executive had no time to escape. Connors grabbed him and his car and threw both of them off the bridge. At the critical moment, Spider-Man arrived. He quickly fired his web shooters and precisely caught the falling car. Before long, an entire line of cars was hanging from the bridge. Meanwhile, Connors' lizard powers were beginning to fade. He could only crawl back beneath the bridge. Moments later, he disappeared without a trace. Spider-Man was still busy saving people, so he had no chance to chase after Connors. The next day, Peter discovered a huge number of lizards in the city's sewers. He figured the creature must be hiding underground. So Peter put on his suit and entered the sewers. He was determined to find the creature's hiding place. Deep inside the sewer system, Connors doubled his dose of the serum. As long as the concentration was high enough, he could temporarily resist the effects of the transformation. While Spider-Man searched through the tunnels, Connors was already quietly following behind him. Then, without warning, Connors launched a surprise attack. By this point, Connors' skeleton had already mutated 3 times. His body was also much larger than before. He was no longer Dr. Connors. He had evolved into a terrifying mutant lizard. The two fought fiercely and eventually tumbled into an underground water channel. Spider-Man immediately activated his web shooters, but underwater, the web shooters were completely useless. Connors let out a deep growl. His eyes were filled with nothing but cold-blooded killing intent. Spider-Man barely managed to escape through a narrow opening. Connors turned around and prepared to head back the way he came. But then, he suddenly noticed a camera attached to the wall. The name Peter Parker was clearly written on it. Meanwhile, Peter was covered in bruises and desperate to talk to Gwen. The two finally got some sweet time together. Before long, they were swinging through the city together on their webs. Meanwhile, the mutated scales on Dr. Connors' body had already spread across his face. It turned out Connors had a much bigger plan. He wanted to use Oscorp's advanced technology to spread the mutated gene across all of New York. His goal was to turn everyone into lizard people without diseases or physical defects. He believed this would create a truly perfect world. To make his plan a reality, he injected even more of the serum into his body.
You're not gonna get out of my